We are live again, celebrating Kwanzaa. Habari Gani. Habari Gani. And hopefully through this week-long celebration, you've come to understand that when someone greets you with the term Habari Gani, your response is to cite the name of the principle of Kwanzaa that is being celebrated that day. Today, y'all, we are celebrating the seventh principle of Kwanzaa, and it is Imani, or faith. To believe with all of our hearts in our people, our parents, our teachers, our leaders, in the righteousness and victory of our struggle. We have spent 7 days now together in conversation about the celebration of community, culture, family. I am Tisha Hammond, the small business cheerleader, owner at Ascent Small Business Promotion, LLC. My partner, Coach Jeanine Bunzigiye, is the founder of With You Solutions, and she will not be able to join us in prayer. I'm asking as a community that we lift her and her family in prayer right now. She mentioned to me just moments ago she would not be able to come on live. And I recited the principles of Kwanzaa back because I believe that the community that we have formed and grown in this week alone is lifting up prayers that are going to heal and deliver right now. So hello, Mary Wells, who's the captain of the Global Pep Squad. She's over there at One Word Encourage, and you want to check her out. Happy New Year and happy seventh day of Kwanzaa, the seventh and final day of a week-long celebration, but certainly a celebration that is now meant to be carried on in principle, in practice throughout the year. I love that name, Imani, that word Imani. And we've spoken about earlier in this week of celebration that naming is very important. When you choose a name for someone, it's very important. And how often have you thought of giving yourself another name, a new name, uh, an African rooted name? I'd love to know if you have considered finding out what your name is in other languages, what it means in other languages, and what its origins are. So please let us know that in the comments. Hello, Gretchen Mickler over there. She's a secret agent in Tampa, Florida, and so glad that you are tuning in. Thanks for letting the world know where you're at, because you never know who's watching, who's paying attention in these comments. And certainly, this is a conversation for the masses. We are a group of entrepreneurs, and that should be clear as day when we're communicating with individuals, because we have solutions to problems and inconveniences within our community. So, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to wherever you are tuning in, both in the Global Pep Squad and in Coach Jeanine's Global Business Builder community, where she can be found across all the platforms at Empowering You TV. So, who celebrated past midnight? Like, who stayed up super late? I think I might have been up till 2 a.m. Eastern, though I was falling asleep, like leading up to midnight. I wasn't quite confident that I was going to stay up for the ball to drop, but thankfully awake and rung in the New Year's with family and friends here in our home. Oh, here's a word that we haven't shared yet this week during our Kwanzaa celebration, but it's super important to know. We have been saying both the Swahili, French, and English principles of Kwanzaa, but we haven't told you how to say the words for the principles of Kwanzaa in Swahili. So when we speak about the seven principles of Kwanzaa, those are called nguzo saba. Nguzo, nguzo saba. Okay. If you hear or see that term, it is a reference to what I'm about to show you now. First, I want to see what some comments are here in our global platform. 1:30 a.m. So At least those of us commenting were able to hang on till midnight. My brother sent a group chat like a 9 something p.m. and he was like, I know why y'all are sending out these early messages because you're trying to go to sleep before midnight. Yes. Praying in the new year, enjoying watch night services, surrounded hopefully by family and friends and people that you love and care about greatly. Very happy to hear that. Happy New Year. The 7 principles of Kwanzaa collectively are known as Nguzo Saba, and they are umoja, or unity, to strive and maintain unity in our families, in our broader community, in our nation, and in our race as a people. Kujichagulia. I love how Coach Jeanine pronounces this. That's self-determination, where we define things for ourselves, we name ourselves, we take that creative ownership for ourselves, we speak for ourselves, we amplify our community's voices, and we do that willingly. We take the lead in doing that. Day 3 of the 3rd principle is ujima, collective work and responsibility, where we build, we maintain the communities that we have. We make light work because we're doing it together. Our brother and sister, we are their keeper. Their problems are our problems, and we find solutions together. This is what Coach Jeanine's company is based on. You hear her talk about exactly this principle. And I love to hear her speak about what she is doing in the community. Okay, y'all. The 4th principle of Kwanzaa happens to be my favorite, but we must keep in mind that everything, the foundation of all of them, is umoja, unity. It all builds on one another. My favorite, though, and it's okay to have favorites, is Ujamaa, cooperative economics, where we build and maintain our own marketplaces and storefronts. This is what Coach Jeanine has been talking about. We have our own shops. We support one another's businesses. We support Black businesses, and together we profit because together we win. So I want to be mindful and to be doing my best to teach along the way. There is a saying in Swahili that is together we will win, and it is pamoja tutashinda. Pamoja tutashinda. Together we will win. Let that be a company motto. Let that be our community's call to action. Okay? We got comments coming in. I'm going to get to the following principles. I want to say hello and bonjour to Robin Wilson here in Metro Detroit. We have Lynette who is joining in, and Happy New Year to you as well. Happy New Year. My mom asked me last night, did a 2021 go by quickly? And I said no. I felt every bit of 2021. It didn't go by fast, nor do I want it to. And for 2022, I am certainly looking forward to enjoying and giving new levels of support in our businesses. We do that pretty well here in the Global Pep Squad and in the Global Business Builders. However, we're going to do that better because Coach Jeanine Bunzigiye and I have committed to joining our communities together and being a blessing on a much larger global scale. And so if you are just tuning in, hello from 2 communities. So I want to be like pretty clear about what's happening here. You may not see her, but I have a partner in this, and her name is Coach Jeanine Bunzigiye. She is at Empowering You TV, and you can find her across numerous social platforms. She could not join us for this 7th and final Kwanzaa series because she is taking care of a loved one. Something unexpected happened. Thank God she is available to be able to help, even in this emergency on New Year's Day. But we are praying And prayer changes things. I know that we believe that. So, my favorite principle of Kwanzaa. This is the small business cheerleader in me that loves this. Is Ujama, cooperative economics. And then we have the fifth principle, which is purpose or Nia, also another beautiful name when you're considering naming individuals, young people. Our purpose. This is where we have one job, y'all. As a community of people, we have one job, and it is to build and develop our community in order to restore our people to their traditional greatness. Purpose or Nia is intrinsically intertwined, woven into Kuumba or creativity, where we always do as much as we can in the way we can. We have unique gifts and talents and abilities. Do as much as you can, as you uniquely can do it, so we can leave our community more beautiful than we found it. We can incorporate more benefits to the next generation than we have. That is creativity. And we all come from a creative source. So let's not deny our creativity. It is there. We just may have different ways of pulling it out, pulling it off, or showing up. But we all have it. All right. The Kwanzaa, the seven principles, I think of kind of like a sandwich. It starts with unity, and it has all these great fillers and ingredients. And then it ends with faith, the beginning and the end, unity and faith. So today we celebrate Imani, or faith. When I say Imani, I think of my niece in Maryland. Love you to life, Imani. Um, it takes great faith to restore a community to the greatness that we once had. It takes great faith. It takes great action for us to believe in our hearts, one, that we are a people globally united with African roots and heritage and who have been dispersed throughout the world. Believe with all of our hearts in our people, in our parents, those who've taught us along the way, the leaders in our communities, and the righteousness of our struggle and the victory in the struggle. We've talked about the colors of Kwanzaa. They are red, black, and green. Red being the struggle. That's bloodshed, y'all. Black being the people, and green being abundance, prosperity, the earth. What y'all think about that? We have come through a whole full week of celebrating Kwanzaa. Um, I'm so glad that this show was scheduled in the time slot that it's been scheduled, so that it's been able to be consistent all week long. Um, and and a part of that was because we know that there are individuals watching in no less than 55 countries around the world, and many of them are not in the central or the eastern time zone. Thank you, Alexandria. I appreciate your compliment. Happy New Year. Mary Wells, yeah, do as much as you can, as you uniquely can do it. Be creative about it, right? Exactly. Kuumba. And then, of course, we have Mary Wells and Alexandria sharing some love. They share the state of Ohio together. And I do hope that you two are able to meet in person if you have not already done that, or at least have those one-on-ones. I'm glad that you've enjoyed this each day. It's been great. I want to make sure that we are leaving this live stream better than the way we found it. And for me to do that is to one, apologize. I'm not speaking French today. If we have someone who wants to come in and interpret this in French, I'd be happy to to host you. Let me know in a direct message, because would love to be able to tell everyone around the world what is being said, where we can all understand it. In the meantime, I am going to share these Swahili lessons that we have been doing our best to teach. And these are really the symbols of this commemoration of Kwanzaa. You have Muhindi, which is the corn, right? You have Kikombe cha Umoja, which is the unity cup where we pour out libations. You have Mishumba Saba, which are those seven candles. Each one of those candles on the Kanara, which is the candlestick, each one of those seven candles represent a principle of Kwanzaa. We light them, and next year, Lord willing, we're going to do a bigger, greater, more enhanced celebration of Kwanzaa virtually, so that we can experience the lighting of the candle, the pouring of libations, and what that means. So you can see Zawadi, the giving of the gifts. This typically is for the smallest of those celebrating Kwanzaa. But you have the crops, Mazao, like the first fruits, like the best of your harvest. You have the Mekeka, the mat that all of your symbols will go on. The Kanara we spoke of, and our Kanara is, at least here in this example, is fairly small. You can imagine it's a candlestick holder, and they can be very decorative and very large. So you have some options, and you have some time now to prepare for the 2022 celebration of Kwanzaa. We hope this has been really insightful and glorious and educational. Habari Gani, Imani, Dr. Geneva. Glad to have you here. I remember earlier in this series, Dr. Geneva, I said that when spider webs unite, they can tie up a lion. And you immediately knew what that was. Harambe, right? Harambe. This we pulled together, and I'm so glad to see you here. And Happy New Year, Dr. Geneva. All right, y'all. It's been splendid. I want to make sure that I'm sharing with you. Coach Jeanine mentioned that there would be resources that we would provide. And let's see if I can bring up her site to just give an indication of where you can begin to look for those resources. So let's see how this works. I am sharing with yousolutions.com, the partner and staff page. And let me know if the comments, in the comments, that you can actually see what I'm doing here. But I just want you to see how global the Empowering UTV network is, and the marketplace that Coach Jeanine is setting up around the globe. She's mentioned the different countries and continents that business is happening on. And here are some of her partners as I just scroll down. Excuse me. So hopefully you're seeing this scroll and seeing the different countries and places, excuse me, where business is happening at. You see Congo, Belgium had an opportunity to live. I had an opportunity to live in the Netherlands long term, to live and work there. I was able to visit Belgium. Oh my goodness, you have to get chocolate. And it's a great place to buy diamonds from, by the way. Nigeria, Gabon, so many opportunities to partner with you solutions. Now keep in mind, Coach Jeanine has talked about this global marketplace that she's setting up, has set up, and you'll start seeing references to that. So if you visit her site, withyousolutions.com, jump on her Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. Look at the various ways that you might be interested in becoming a strategic partner and really have deeper roots in this global marketplace. All right. All right. I hope that you saw that. I'm not certain if it totally shared, but that was the goal. I know I do need to get some water, and it's not here. I have this, which is not water. It's not water. Okay. I'm glad you could see it. So it's with you, solutions.com. Thank you, love. The best I can do right now is take this coffee. I will say that I thank you for your care. Um, I actually did get a lot of water in today. Thank you, Dr. Geneva. It's incredibly important to me that I treat my body the way that it's capable of behaving, that I introduce new and better uh, food and drink options into it, and that I come out of 2022 stronger than how I came into it. So I just want y'all to know I've had a tremendous amount of water today, and it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Drink that water. It's life. Water is life. Let's just say that. I hope that you all have enjoyed learning the seven principles of Kwanzaa in this united collective way. Coach Jeanine and I are certainly planning and organizing to have these monthly collective conversations, not about Kwanzaa, but about community. And then to come back um, this time as we're closing out 2022 to celebrate Kwanzaa again in a much more interactive way. So we were able to have one guest star on this week. That's Dr. Tammy Francis out of Texas. And I thank her. Coach Jeanine thanks her for being a guest star. And certainly we hope to do more guest star roles. Meanwhile, I want you to keep Coach Jeanine and her family lifted in prayer. Please follow her on Instagram at Empowering UTV. Join her Facebook group, which is Empowering UTV. She made it pretty simple. You can find her pretty much anywhere under that name. I am appreciative of the subscriptions to my YouTube channel, Tisha Hammond, the Small Business Cheerleader Pep Talk. Coach Jeanine is on YouTube at Empowering UTV. She noted yesterday that she has received new subscribers as well in this week alone, and we're certain that it's because of the viewers and those enjoying this content. If you enjoy this information, if you enjoy talking about how to shine light on your business and entrepreneurs in our community around the world, then please continue to look for us online. Follow Access Pass Media on Instagram. That's my company. And I am open to learning more French so that I can do some translations in our next Kwanzaa commemoration. That was pretty cool to see Coach Jeanine be able to translate in various languages. That's a gift and a talent. And I certainly want to enjoy some of that too. I will be sure to send our thanks directly to Coach Jeanine and encourage her as time comes for her to watch this episode and see the love that y'all are showering her and her family with. Thank y'all for being here. Happy New Year. We have so much growing to do, so much uniting left to do. We have a great start. We have a clean slate. We didn't have to carry any baggage from 2021 into this year. We have an opportunity to show unity every day, not just during Kwanzaa, right? We demonstrate the principles of Kwanzaa every day in business, in life, in our homes, in our communities, in our families, and particularly with how we train up the next generation. All right. We know where we came from, and we are thankful for one another. Thank you, Alexandria, for being a part of this series. We love you to life, and we're grateful that you're in both of these communities here. And we're grateful for your Spice Familia. We know that you have a thriving community as well, and we're here to support you. Y'all be blessed, be encouraged, and I don't have a fancy outro. I'm just going to end the broadcast by saying Harambe, which means we pull together. We pull together. I believe in you, and I believe that we're going to have a great 2022. Be blessed, y'all.